The regular season's over. It went by in a flash. It's time for the Tournament of Champions and a whole lot more cash on Card Sharks. This is the game where a single turn of the cards can win you over $32,000 in cash. And now, to get us started, here's your host of Card Sharks, Brandon Scruggs. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to our first quarterfinal matchup here on Card Sharks Tournament of Champions Season 2. Glad to have you with us once again. Well, we've had an amazing season so far, and now we are down to our top 8 players who are all going to be battling out for a chance to possibly walk away with $1.6 million in our championship game. We'll talk more about the structure of that when we get to it. But let's get right into our episode today with our first quarterfinal matchup featuring our number 3 seed taking on our number 6 seed in our tournament. Starting with our number 3 seed, whose best run of the season found him with $20,000 in cash prizes, and along with his 3 wins of the season. Please welcome back Mr. Kevin Henry.
Good evening, Brandon, and thank you all very much.
Glad to have you back here with us, buddy. He had a very good run early on in the season with 3 wins in a row there, going back toward I want to say it was like first couple weeks of the season was when you played.
It was.
Yeah, and his record managed to hold up through the entire thing. Would have been in the top 4 if we were only doing a 4-man tournament here. But are you excited to be in the Tournament of Champions, sir?
Beyond thrilled, and I'm especially excited for this matchup because I figured it out. It is the minister versus the bride, hosted by the groom. This is going to go great.
Oh, this is either going to go one of 2 ways, but I'll get into that later. As we meet our number 6 seed in our tournament, Kevin's opponent. Her best run of the season found her with 3 wins, going back to last season, because she was our initial champion of the season. And those 3 wins managed to hold up through the season and get her in the tournament. Her best run with those 3 wins came out to a simple $3,300. Please welcome back my fiance, Sunny.
Hey. Besides, if it goes sour tonight, I'm about to go get drinking, so we'll be good.
Yeah, she's already headed for the bar, win or lose on this one. But I think she'd rather win to go on. See if she can win this, because she's played in a few tournaments, but has never found success in winning a championship as of yet.
Nope.
Well, she's hoping this is going to be her first one here. But you ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Good luck.
Let's do this.
All right. Best of luck to both of you. We're going to play the main game of Card Sharks throughout our tournament. There will not be any money cards games until we get to the championship round. Players who are eliminated in our quarterfinal round here are going to take home an additional $10,000 on top of their winnings for the season, okay? So with that said, Kevin, you are the higher seed, so you're going to be playing in the champion spot. You'll be playing the red cards. Sonny, you're the challenger of the lower seed. You'll be playing the challenger cards in blue, okay?
Blue, dabba-dee,
Exactly.
da-da-die.
So we go on.
Sonny,
Yes.
I love you, pal. Good luck.
You too, thank you.
All right, let's get ahead and get started here with our first question. Of course, round 1. We start with our champions in this case. Kevin, this first question goes to you.
All right.
Kevin, we asked 100 married women, if you had brought home a new dress and your husband ordered you to return it to the store, would you listen to him and do it? How many of those 100 married women said they would?
What an appropriate way to start this game.
Oh, boy, this ought to be good.
And no, I did not pick this question out specifically first. It was literally the next one that was on the list at the time. So I just find it very funny you two are getting this one.
That's a great coincidence. But so we're talking about women or the brides who bring the dresses home and their significant other tells them to take it back.
Yeah, not necessarily a wedding dress, but just any dress or like an expensive dress they buy from the store here. In this case,
I see. Well, I would venture to say that she wants to look good for him, and if he doesn't like it, then I think some would comply, but not many, because ladies these days have a lot of pride. Ergo, I'm going to lowball this and say about 37.
37 out of 100 of them said they would
take it back to the store. Sunny, higher or lower than 30?
It depends on if I would love it. I probably wouldn't. So let's say, but with his number, I would say a little bit higher.
Let's say a little. Now that we're asking how many would listen to him and take it back to the store.
Yeah, but there's some bitches that, some ladies that would comply, even though I'm not one of them. But I would say a little bit higher.
Let's say a little higher than that. All right, well, if the answer is higher, you're going to be playing the cards first. If not, Kevin will be. The actual number of married women who would listen to their husband and take the dress back to the store is 30. It's not higher.
Wow. Okay.
Kevin actually in the ballpark on that one. All right.
Thank you.
Kevin, you're going to be playing your cards first. Let's take a look at your opening base card for this first round. A queen.
Nice.
And it's a lady. How appropriate. Let's go lower.
Going on lower than the queen. Oh, no, it's an ace.
Oh.
Lose that card there.
Here we go. Here we go.
And that gives Sunny a free chance to play her base card. Also a queen.
Oh, shit. Lower.
Going on lower than the queen. It's a 5.
Let's go higher.
Going on higher than the 5. It's a king.
Lower, please.
Going on lower than the king. It's an 8 up the middle.
I am freezing that.
Freezing there, right there.
Smart girl.
Don't
Smart
blame
girl.
her
I
there.
don't like that card at all.
All right, with a 3-card advantage over Kevin. Only need one more to win the first game of the match. We go on now to question number 2. This one is for Sunny. Sunny, we asked 100 bachelors, are you hoping to marry a virgin? How many 100 bachelors said they are planning to marry a virgin?
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
oh boy.
Man, these questions today.
Indeed.
Maybe back
My
in the
goodness.
1900s it would have been
Is this card
pretty high, but
movie what a game?
let's go with 42.
42 out of 100 bachelors said they would like to marry a virgin. Kevin, higher or lower than 42?
Lower.
I'm going to say lower than that.
I was giving them the benefit of the doubt.
I'm sure you were.
I wouldn't be surprised here in this case. Let's see. The actual number of bachelors who said they would like to marry a virgin is 38. It is lower.
Okay. I wasn't that far, though.
No, you're very,
You
very
were not.
close. But Kevin gets control of the cards because he guessed right on the survey question. Kevin, you've got that queen.
But the thing is, it's if they would they would like to marry a virgin. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. So it depends on how you look at that question.
Sure.
She's got a point. All right. Well, I got to get one of these. Let's hope it's this one. Let's go lower, please.
Okay, lower than the queen. It's a 5.
Oh wow, that's
Look
funny.
at that. Look
That
at
is
that.
funny.
I'm going to predict the next card is a king of spades. Let's go higher.
Going specifically higher than the 5.
Oh my god, that's so funny!
It's the king of hearts, but not quite the spade.
All right. I predict the next card is going to be an 8 of diamonds. Let's go lower.
Going on lower than the king. Oh no! It's another king.
King.
Lose those cards there. Sonny, a free chance to win game 1 with calling the 8.
Oh, I don't get to change it.
Nope, you did not win the question.
Fudge monkeys. Lower?
For the game 1 of the match, lower than an 8. Oh no, it's an 8.
It's a push.
Same cards again.
Son of a
Pairs do not play
biscuit.
well in this game there, so unfortunately, nobody making any progress on this
That's
one.
okay, I'm still frozen.
All right, Sonny still with a 3-card lead as we go on to question number 3. This one goes back to Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Kevin, we asked 100 people on the street, if a major news company reported that a flying saucer landed in the White House lawn, would you actually believe them? How many of 100 people said they would actually believe a major news source reporting a flying saucer landing on the White House lawn?
You know, it was historically said that the most trusted man in America was Walter Cronkite. And I, for one, would believe that even if he made a report like that, people wouldn't believe it. Because, come on. as I've said in previous episodes, I'm not a skeptic when it comes to UFOs, but aiming straight for the White House, I don't think so. And especially in this day and age, all you hear is fake news this, everybody's a liar that. So I don't think very many people are going to believe it. And to clarify, you said how many would actually believe it?
Yes.
All right, yeah, that's going to be a low number. I'll say, Jiminy Christmas, 26.
26 out of 100 of them would believe that a major news source reporting a flying saucer landed on the White House lawn. Sonny, higher or lower than 26?
Because of obvious reasons that I'm not going to state because I don't want to offend anybody, I'm going to say higher.
I'm going to say even higher than that. Well, I'm curious to see what the answer is on this one myself. The actual number of people who would believe a major news source if they reported a flying saucer landed on the White House lawn is 44. It is higher.
All right.
To be honest, if the way this country has been, I don't think aliens would want to live here. Never mind land here.
Yeah, that's true. Well, nearly half of them, which is surprisingly at the same time almost accurate considering the day and age we live in. But Sonny, you've got control of the cards. You've got the 8.
Change it.
All right. She wants it. Okay.
I think she wants to change it, Scruggsy.
I believe so as well. We're going to change that 8. 8 goes away, and in its place we find another 8.
Are you kidding me right now? I'm sorry, people, but son of a bitch. Okay, higher.
For game 1 of the match, and $500 higher than an 8. No, it's a 5. You lose that card there. Kevin, another chance to get back in it with your queen.
Well, I'm going to stick with her. Let's go lower.
Going on, lower than the queen. It's a 7.
Oh, gosh. That's quite a pickle. I'm going to try it higher.
Going on, higher than the 7. Oh, no, another 7
What
there.
is up with these pushes today?
A lot of pairs in the cards there, so unfortunately, no progress made again, as we're now to the 4th and final question of this round. Someone must win on this play of the cards. Question on this time goes to Sonny.
Okay.
Sonny, we asked 100 third graders, are grown-ups happier than children? How many of them say that grown-ups are, in fact, happier than children? Again, if you can't do the conversion math at home, these are 8-year-olds, essentially, we've asked this question to.
Well, that's actually kind of a hard question. That is a really difficult question. I would say 38.
38 out of 100 third graders believe that grown-ups are happier than children. Kevin, higher or lower than 38?
Well, I'm a parent, and speaking as a parent, I think that more often than not, parents want to project onto their children that they are happier than they lead on. I'm guilty of that. So I would say that the kids have that subconscious seed planted in their mind and do think that more than 38. So I'll go higher.
I'll say even higher than that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. For all important control of the cards here, the actual number of third graders who believe that adults are actually happier than kids are is 10. It is not higher.
Shows what I know.
All right, Sonny, you have a choice you need to make. You have the 8. You need 1 card. You can change the card if you like and call your card. If you call it right, you win game 1 of the match. If you miss, Kevin wins game 1. Or you could pass it to Kevin. He can't change the queen. He's got to run the table in order to win game 1. So the option is yours. Do you want to play or you want to pass?
Now that's a hard question too. Make him play.
You'll pass it. All right, Kevin, you got to run the table, sir. All 4 cards. If you do, you win game 1 plus $1,000 bonus for sweeping the board.
All right. And if I get this $1,000, Sonny, I'm buying the drinks.
Well, you were going to do that anyway.
All right, let's go lower.
Going on lower than the queen. Oh, no, it's a king, and that means Sonny wins game 1 of the match.
I think I've hit on every king in my deck.
Nicely done, Sonny. That's game one for you. You're up. You get $500 for winning that one. You're up to $3,800 now for your best run of the season. And you're one game away from moving on to the semifinals. Kevin's going to try to play catch up here as we clear the board off and go into game number 2 now. Again, hopefully, if you remember the cards that have been played, it will help you significantly as you try to call the cards in this round. Round 2, we start with the challenger, the player of the blue card. So, Sonny, you get this first question this time.
All right.
And how appropriate on this one, too. Sonny, we asked 100 ministers, as Kevin has recently become a minister himself here.
Yep.
If a child is bad, is it okay to tell them that God will punish them? How many of 100 ministers said it is okay to tell them that God will punish them?
I don't agree with that. But to keep things short, let's say 48.
48 out of 100 of them said it's okay to tell a child God will punish them if they're being bad. Kevin, higher or lower than 48?
I'm going to say lower because I don't believe for a second that ministers would say that, particularly the ones who are well-versed in the Bible, one part of which says, don't judge or you'll be judged.
Yep.
So with that logic, I'm going lower.
I was going with the ones that are more traditional.
That makes sense right there. The actual number of ministers who said it is okay to tell a child that God will punish them, even if they say they're bad, is 17. It's lower. All right, Kevin, you've got control of the cards. You're trying to play catch-up here. We start you with this base card of a 7.
Well, I've already seen 2 of those, but I'm still going to change it.
All right, changing that to 7. Next card off the top of the deck. 7 now becomes an 8.
Ooh, not much better.
Not really. I'm going to try lower.
Okay, lower than the 8. Oh, it's an ace there. You lose that card there, giving Sunny a free chance to play her base card. An ace.
Lower.
Going on lower than the ace. It's a 9.
Let's keep going lower.
Going on lower than the 9. Oh no, it's a 10 there. You lose those 2 cards there. Nobody making any progress here. So we go on to question number 2 now. This one goes to Kevin. Kevin, we asked 100 married women, did you and your husband elope? How many of them said that they did?
I'm not going to really give a high number to this question because a lot of them want traditional weddings. I mean, hell, you guys are going to have a traditional wedding. I know some do in Vegas, some do on vacation spur of the moment, but that's not true of everybody. I will say 40.
40 out of 100 of them said that they will elope. Sonny, higher or lower than 40?
What? Can you repeat the question, please?
Sure. We asked 100 married women, did you and your husband elope? How many of them said that they did? Kevin says 40.
I want to say lower.
Yeah, say lower than that. All right. The actual number of married folks, married women who said their husband eloped when they got married is 12. It is lower.
Because every woman dreams of a fairy tale prince.
They really do.
They do. All right. Okay, Sonny, you've got that ace. What would you want to do?
I want to keep it. That's a good card to start with. So let's do lower again.
Okay, try to get lower than the ace. Oh no!
Are you kidding me right now?
Pair of aces there.
Oh my god!
Killing them with these pairs today. Kevin, free chance with the 8 again.
I've still got to go lower.
Lower than the 8. Oh, a jack there.
Incredible.
Oh, these are some evil cards that the shuffler came up with today.
It's like picking damn teeth.
Essentially, in this case. All right.
See more pears in the produce section.
Right. Going on to question 3 now. Sonny, this one goes back to you. Sonny, we asked 100 adults, do your parents still treat you like a child? How many of those 100 adults said yes, their parents do still treat them like a child? I mean, you should have personal experience with this as well, as much as I do.
You do too. Both our mothers
Wow.
still treat us like children sometimes.
Yes.
I'm gonna say, let's do 44.
44 out of 100 of them said that their parents still treat them as a child. Kevin, higher or lower than 44?
Well, my mother did. I've been married twice to women who their parents treated them like children. So I would say it's more common than one would think. But by the same token, there have to be parents out there who allow their children to be the kind of person that they want to be. So I'm going to say, oh gosh, I better be right. Let's go lower.
You say even lower than that.
Yep.
All right. The actual number of adults who say that their parents still treat them like children, even though they are fully grown adults, is 28. It is lower.
It's like I said, 285.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. The number board seems to be messing up a little bit today. But the answer is 28.
I almost thought I won that.
And Kevin, you've got control of the cards, sir. You've got that 8. What do you want to do?
I would be the biggest idiot in the world if I kept this card. So let's change it, and please make it a good one.
All right, we'll see what we have.
Watch,
The
it's
8
gonna be a
goes
7
away,
again.
in this place we find a 6.
Oh.
Now, you were close there, Sonny. Dear. Oh gosh,
Not
you know,
much
and
better.
I'm almost halfway tempted to go lower because I think I've seen all my face cards, but I got to go with the odds. Let's go higher.
Going on higher than the 6. It's a 10.
Good one.
Oh, can you believe it? Freeze.
Gonna freeze right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Brings up an interesting situation now as we're our 4th and final question once again of the round. Someone must win on this play of the cards. This question goes to Kevin. Kevin, we asked 100 psychiatrists, if a person wanted to keep from going to jail, could someone fool you into believing that they were crazy? How many of those psychiatrists said that they could be fooled into believing that person is crazy?
Those psychiatrists, I don't know, some of them have a bad rap, but by the same token, I think that they know what they're doing, and they've seen all, heard all, and I don't think a lot of them would. So I'm going to lowball this and say 31.
31 out of 100 of them said they could be fooled by that. Sonny, higher or lower than 31?
If a person is desperate enough, they'll probably do anything to be crazy. So I'm
Yep.
gonna say it's higher.
I'm going to say even higher than that. All right, for all important control of the cards, the actual number of psychiatrists who said if a person wanted to keep from going to jail, they could be fooled into believing that they were crazy is 63. It is higher.
They need to get their money back.
All right, Sonny, you've got the control and you've got that decision again. You have an ace. You need 4 cards to win the game and the match and move on to the semifinals. Kevin has a 10. He needs 3 cards to tie up the match. So again, the option is yours. Do you want to play it or do you want to pass it?
I think this is even harder than the last time. But you know what? I'm gonna make him play it again.
All right, Kevin, it is on you. In order to keep yourself in this tournament, you've got to you need to call all 3 of these cards to tie up the match. So call from the 10.
You know, it's a good thing that counting cards is not illegal in this game as it is in blackjack. So with that said, I've got to go lower.
All right, going on. Lower than the 10. Oh, no, it's an ace, and Sonny wins the game of the match.
Wow.
All right, Sonny, well done. Another $500 for you. That's going to bring you up to $4,300. And more importantly, you're going to be moving on in our Tournament of Champions. Congratulations. Kevin, unfortunately, they're just some bad cards today, my friend. And there's not much you can do about it in this case here. But for making our Tournament of Champions, of course, you are going to pick up an additional $10,000 in winnings. So your final total for this season here on Card Sharks is a very respectable $30,000. But again, thank you so much for playing, Kevin. You got any parting words for us before you leave?
I do. How appropriate to say that. Brandon, we always have a great time with these tournaments and in the regular season. Sonny, I cannot wait to see you in your amazing dress in April. And Brandon, I look so forward to being there with you that special day. And come April, we will be binded in that particular way forever. So thank you very much for having me in part of this tournament. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you to the both of you for being a part of my life.
No, you're welcome. Give it up for Kevin Henry there one time, folks.
Thank you for playing, Kevin.
All right. Sonny's moving on to the semifinals, but she's our first of our 4 semifinalists. We'll find our second one after this commercial break. We have more Card Sharks on the way. Stay with us. Welcome back to Card Sharks here. We saw our first quarterfinalist, Sonny, move on to our semifinal round here. And we are now going to look for our second semifinalist to make our tournament with these 2 Card Sharks right here. Starting with our number 4 seed now. He had his best run of the season, saw him win 3 games and a nice total of $17,100. Please welcome back Mr. Brandon Hinkle.
Oh, hello there, everybody. How y'all doing?
Glad to have you back, sir. Very good run for you midway through the season there. You picked up some big wins there and a nice run on your money cards as well, which puts you in a solid spot here as our 4th seed in our tournament here for our Tournament of Champions. You ready to go see if you can break into the semifinal round?
Yeah. You bet I am.
Oh, good luck to you, and good luck to your opponent taking you on this game. He's our overall number 5 seed in our Tournament of Champions with his best run of the season, also finding 3 wins, but only coming up with $14,400 to his credit. Please welcome back Mr. Nick Dennison.
Thank you, Brandon.
Welcome back, sir. One of our newcomers here to MVG Productions this year has done really well for himself. And I believe Card Sharks is actually your debut game out here with us. Was that correct?
It's
And it was. And for his first game out here, became champion and went on to win 3 games and an impressive run. Do you think your rookie luck is going to hold out here for the game today?
let's see what happens.
All right. Well, best of luck to you both. Got a good matchup here. It's our 4 versus our 5 seed. This is going to fall on the other side of the bracket. So you guys are going to be facing off against whoever the winner of this game will be taking on the winner of our 2-7 matchup, which we'll get to on our next episode. But for now, let's get right into it and let's get to the cards. Brandon, of course, you being the higher seed of the 2, you'll be playing the red cards. Nick is the lower seed of the 2, the challenger. You're going to be playing the blue cards on this one, all right? So as always, we start off with our first survey question of the day, and in round 1, it goes to Brandon. Brandon, this one's for you. Brandon, we asked 100 married women, is there a man in your romantic past that you still dream about? How many of those 100 married women said that there is?
That's a very good question. Let's see. I don't think, well, it might be a high number, but not high like I think it might be. I think it might be round about maybe 48.
You say 28?
48.
48. All right. 48 out of 100 of them said that they believe that there was a man in their past that they still dreamed about. Nick, higher or lower than 48?
Let's go a little lower.
A little lower than that. All right, we shall see. The actual number of married women who said that there is a man in their romantic past that they still dream about is 48, exactly on the nose. Brandon gets it, $1,000 bonus.
Wow, that's a shocker.
Right on the nose. Of course, there's $1,000 bonus anytime you get that answer directly on the nose there. So, Brandon, you've got control of the cards here, and we start you off in this quarterfinal matchup with a 7.
Change that card, please.
All right, change that 7. That 7 now becomes a king.
Lower.
Going lower than the king. Oh no, it's an ace there. You lose that card there, giving Nick now a free chance to play his base card. A 2.
Higher.
Higher than the deuce. It's a 3.
Higher.
Going on higher than the 3. It's a jack.
Going lower.
Going on lower than the jack. It's an 8.
Let's go a little higher.
Going on for game 1 of the match, $1,000 bonus for sweep of the card, higher than the 8. Oh no, it's a 4. You lose all 4 of those cards there. Tried to be gutsy and take it out on the first go around. Unfortunately, it was not the case there. So both players still staying on their base card. And we go on into question number 2. This one is for you, Nick. Nick, we asked 100 congressmen, do you think that alien creatures have landed on the Earth? How many of 100 congressmen believe that aliens have in fact landed on the Earth?
That's really small. I would have to go with. Let's go with 15.
15 out of 100 of them believe that aliens have in fact landed on the planet. Brandon, higher or lower than 15?
I think that might be just a midget higher. Just a midget.
This is midget higher there. Okay. Well, the actual number of congressmen who believe that aliens in fact have landed on the planet is 9. It is not higher. All right, Nick, Freach, it's on you. You get to play your 2.
Let's go higher.
All right, going higher than the 2. It's a jack.
Going lower.
Going lower than the jack. It's a 10.
Ooh, going lower.
Going on lower than the 10. It's a 7.
Let's go higher.
Going on, trying to sweep the board again for a $1,000 bonus. Higher than the 7. It's a 9. He's got it. Nicely done, sir. Well done. $15,900 is what you got there because the $1,000 bonus for sweeping the board plus the $500 there for winning the game. So you're up to $15,009, and more importantly, you're up 1 game to nothing. So, Brandon, you got some catching up to do here, sir. Let's go ahead and clear off those board cards and deal out the cards for the next go-around. And we'll start round 2 on this one with a question to Nick on this one. As the challenger starts round 2. Nick, this one's for you. We asked 100 bachelors, have you ever left dirty dishes in the sink so long that mold actually started to grow on them? How many of 100 bachelors said they have in fact left dishes in the sink so long that mold has had a chance to grow on them?
Let's go with 55.
55 out of 100 of them said that they have done that. Brandon, higher or lower than 55?
I hope that's lower.
I'm going to say a little lower than that. I know personally there's some days that I don't feel like doing dishes because I don't have a dishwasher at home. So I've come close to it, but I've never seen mold actually grow on my dishes. But I have left them in the sink for extended periods of time, knowing I'll get to washing them eventually. But we'll see. The actual number of bachelors who said they have left dirty dishes in the sink so long that mold did start to grow on them is 31. It is lower. All right, Brandon, you get a chance to try to play catch up here. We start you off with your base card in this game, a 10.
Yuck! Change it, please.
All right, changing that 10. 10 goes away. In its place, we find a queen.
Sweet. Lower.
Going on lower than the queen. It's a 2.
Let's go higher.
Going on higher than the 2. It's a 3.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Going on higher than the 3. It's a jack.
Let's go down. Down. Down.
To tie up the match, lower than the jack. It's a 5. He's got it. Well done, sir. $1,000 bonus for you, plus $500 for winning the game. And just like that, we are all tied up 1 game apiece here in this quarterfinal matchup. That means we are going to go to sudden death. 3 cards, only 1 question to determine who gets control of them here. And as always, our champion, or the higher seed in this case, is going to be the one who gets the question. That one is you, Brandon. Brandon, for this tiebreaker match, we asked 100 medical doctors, do you smoke cigarettes? How many of those medical doctors said yes, they do smoke?
I don't think that's a very high number. I'm thinking maybe around 28.
28 of those 100 medical doctors do smoke. Nick, higher or lower than 28?
A little low.
You're going to say lower than that. For all important control of the cards, the actual number of medical doctors who said they smoke cigarettes is 5. It is lower. All right, Nick, so the option is going to be yours. I'm going to show you each your base cards, and then you're going to have an option to decide if you want to play or pass. Remember, if you decide to play, you can change your base card because you won the question. If you decide to pass to Brandon, he cannot change his base card because he did not win the question. So I'm going to start by showing you Brandon's card first. His base card is a 5. Your base card is a Jack. The option is yours. Would you like to play or to pass?
I would like to play.
You're going to play. All right. Do you want to change the Jack?
Yes, I do.
All right. Changing the Jack here. Hoping for a good card here. The Jack goes away in its place. We find a Queen. Good change.
Let's go low.
Going on. Again, one mistake, and Brandon moves on to the semifinals, going lower than the Queen. It's an 8 up the middle.
Oh boy. Fingers crossed. Let's go higher.
For the game and the match and to move on to the semifinals, if this card is higher than an 8, it's an ace. He's got it.
Wow, what an ending.
Nicely done, sir. Well played. $500 for that game. Brings your run now up to $16,400. Well played. And Brandon, you gave him a good run. You took the lead early in that one and managed to come back here and play. But you're not going home empty-handed from our tournament here. Of course, for just making the tournament, you're going to pick up an additional $10,000. So that means you leave us here on Card Sharks this season with a very nice total of $29,600, sir. Well done. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, Mrs. Clark. I had a blast of Card Sharks. Nick, good luck in the rest of the round. Welcome there, buddy.
All right, great sportsmanship.
Hopefully we'll be back next season.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to have you back in our next season of this. Look forward to that. And, Nick, congratulations, sir. $16,400 is what you've got yourself there. And, more importantly, you're going to be moving on to the semifinals. You're going to be taking on the winners of the 1-8 matchup here in our next round. But we're going to have the other half of our quarterfinals on our next episode because we're all out of time for this one, folks. We thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you like the series and want to see more of it, check out the entire season's playlist here on our channel. And if you want to subscribe and see how this tournament's going to play out, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going down here at MVG Productions. And until we return back to our Tournament of Champions with more quarterfinal action, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time right here for another episode of Card Sharks. Take care. Bye for now, folks.
This is your announcer, Michael Gentry, speaking for Card Sharks, an MVG Productions presentation.